Hi friends, it's good to see you again. Thank you again for spending some of your day here with me. My name is Michelle Davison. I am not a makeup artist, but I am a stay-at-home wife, mother of 4, and a makeup enthusiast. I am home with all of the kids for the summer, so in the background of my videos, you'll likely hear some giggling, random noises, and children's toys, as well as some baby cooing because my 3-month-old yesterday is discovering her feet and her hands and how to roll. So she is having a grand old time on her playmat that way. So if you see me poking my head like that, it's because I'm checking on the little angel baby. But that's all the relevant information today. I am in the middle of a series, a mini series I'm doing at the moment. One thing you're going to find out very quickly about me, if you don't already know, is that I'm a bit of an airhead. So I say I'm going to start doing a little bit of a series, and then I get distracted and I start doing a little bit of another series, and then I tend to jump back and forth a little bit. I just love makeup. I love being around makeup. I love playing with makeup. I love experimenting with makeup. I just love all things beautiful makeup. So I wake up and whatever I feel like doing that day is what I do that day. And if things come out of order, they come out of order. So right now, I recently hauled the new Pretty Grunge palette from Huda Beauty. It is my newest palette in my collection. So I thought it'd be fun to do a no pan left behind in the palette, just to get a real good feel. The color story is everything I love in the world and more, but am I going to get as much use out of it as I think I am to justify the purchase? That is what I'm trying to figure out in this moment. I also have a little bit of a friend that joined me at some point over the last week or so, and I've put old products, new products, combinations of products on my face a lot over the past couple weeks. So I couldn't tell you what caused my little friend, but you know, it's just how it goes sometimes. I'd be willing to bet some of my expired makeup products, and I know for sure there's 2, there might be 4 that I've been still putting on my face, because every time I put one or all of these on my face, this part of my face really starts to itch. So I felt it happening. I continue to do it. I'm still doing it. I'm going to do it today again. So are there regrets? Probably not. Am I going to change my behavior in the future? Probably not. But, you know, I have my friend, so say hello to my friend. Anyway, so I'm doing look 2 with Pretty Grunge for my no pan left behind. And I've never done a no pan left behind. This is my very first time. Yesterday, I really focused more on like the pinks and purples in the palette. And there's a couple different ways I can take my look today, and I haven't quite decided how I want to do it. I did bring with me my Plum Pataka. I thought I brought it with me. Did I not bring it? I swear I did. If I didn't, then let's make this choice really easy for us. No, I totally did, right? Try sparkles. Where's Plum Pataka? I have Plum Pataka in my Panoply, and I goaled myself 50 uses for this. 50. Well, at the same time I did that, I picked up this palette and wanted to know pan left behind it. So this is the kind of airheadedness I'm talking about. So I can either do just like a purple smoky eye featuring Plum Pataka. I could do Avant-Garde. I really want to put on my eyeballs. I don't know. I feel like purple smoky, but a lot of the purple smoky shades I want to go into I already used, so it's not really going to benefit the no pan left behind very much. Do I go warmer tone? I think maybe what I'll do for today is go a little bit on the warmer tone side. So I think I'll do... No! I don't give any thought to this before I do this, because why would I come prepared, you know? Okay, I think I'm gonna do I guess we're gonna see. I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna let the palette speak to me, because the longer I sit here and try to hum and haw over this decision, the more it's just, I'm just not. Oh, I need my headband. We are a cheetah. We are a purple cheetah here on this corner of the internet. And you can't do makeup without being in your outfit, okay? My uniform. Even though, like, I am a cheetah, so wouldn't my uniform be... Huh. Anyway. I don't have a whole lot I want to talk about today, honestly. I really want to focus on makeup, which is nice, because I'm starting to feel the weight of the world quite heavily, and I want this to stay a happy, positive space for not only me, but for you guys, because you guys all deserve that. But just because I'm not talking about it doesn't mean I'm not feeling it and not hurting about it. And we are going to leave that at that, because this is my time to decompress and not worry about the weight of the world for the next half hour or so. I have not decided if I'm going to use Plump Talk today or not. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun to do that because it's in a project. I'm doing no pan left behind. Do we just go for it? Do we just do... Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to... I like talk myself in and out of this choice. Okay, I think I'm going to use Freedom, which is like a pinky. I think I'm going to use Liberty, which is like the warm-toned neutral color. And then I think I'm going to use Plump Ataka. I think that's going to be my game plan. That's what I'm going to try to do. And hopefully it all works out. So I'm going to put down Freedom first. I was watching, I want to say it was Jen's video from, I like to go back and watch people that I watched today, like their videos before I knew them, just to see how they've changed over the years and if they've changed over the years at all. And so this video is from a while ago. I'm just now watching it, obviously. But she was talking about how 2016, 2017 makeup trends and makeup culture is gone and never coming back. And, you know, that kind of brought me quite a bit of sadness, actually. I came into the makeup world in that era, 2016, 2017. And I learned everything I know. Well, I knew the theories from the girls back then. My husband is the one who really taught me how to do makeup, but the girls back then are the ones who definitely sparked, she's about to roll, she's got this, who really sparked the love of makeup and made me feel like it's normal. Because up until this point, I've only seen very, very minimal, I'm not wearing makeup in my life. And if you wanted to experiment with color, or if you wanted to wear like a very vibrant blush, or you wanted people to know you were wearing makeup, you were just kind of an outcast. Like nobody did that at this point in my school. So she's just saying that it's gone, it's never coming back, because we've learned everything there is to learn from that culture. And like you need to learn the techniques, basically is what she was saying. Once you learn the techniques, like, okay, cool, you got everything you need. And I kind of disagree with that. Like, yes, okay, most of us do our makeup in a similar fashion a majority of the time. we do like to do fun shapes. We do like to change things up and do fun colors. We do enjoy all that stuff. And I'm saying we as like a collective, like beauty community, but we do pretty similar things. And I do recognize that. I'm not blind to that fact. However, what brings me the most enjoyment is watching people appreciate their makeup. It's watching them, she's like inching this way. I love watching babies. They're so cute. They're so smart. Like, how do they just know what to do? Humans are so cool. It's watching the creativity flow. It's watching the enjoyment when they make something work that they didn't think was going to work. It's the laughing at yourself and having fun when things don't go as planned. It's all those things that do make makeup just so enjoyable. And you can have 100 beauty influencers or 100 project planners work on the exact same products and do the exact same technique, and you're gonna have different outcomes. The looks are not going to be identical, and their feedback on the products are not going to be identical. And if they like the makeup on themselves, that's going to vary. So it's those things. It's people's take. It's people's experience. It's the commentary that people get up to when they are in their element doing something they love. That is what I find so incredible and valuable in this community. Because yes, I do watch at times 10 to 15 updates for the deck of panning, project pan, the one with the cards, in one day. Because a lot of people are updating on or around the same time each month. But do I get less excited clicking on video 5 than I did clicking on video 1? Absolutely not. And that's not like an exact parallel because people are working on different projects, you know? But it's the people themselves that I really like. And the pace at which they're going through these projects is different. Some people go through their products a lot quicker. Like, there's a lot. And so that just kind of like hurt my heart because I don't want, and this is not to say anything negative about Jen, but I don't want somebody that has, you know, kind of an influence in the community to press that message that the community as we knew it is dead and gone and never coming back. Because yes, that is true. But it was so that a new community could rise and be born from that. And I like the new community as well. I enjoy it. I was a mere spectator back in 2016, 2017 because I was just figuring things out. I knew I was not going to blend as beautifully and wonderfully as, you know, a lot of the other people out there. And frankly, I was a little bit at war with myself because I would have been 19, 20. I was in college. I wasn't very secure in who I was as a person yet. I didn't think I was funny or didn't think anybody would want to like listen to me ramble. And oh, granted, like if you don't trust me, I don't blame you. Sometimes I'm watching my videos back and I'm like, what am I even talking about right here? But now I like myself as a person more. I think I'm I embrace my airheadedness because that's just how I am. Like, I get excited and I jumble my words and I forget what I'm talking about, and I don't know. I think that's just what makes me me, and I think it's fun, and that's why I don't mind not editing my videos, because I feel like you guys get to know, like, the real me, you know? The real my Get Ready With Me's. Because it is a lot of, like, stream of consciousness. So, you know some things about, like, who I am as a person. Like, you know that I'm a homemaker. You know that I am learning how to cook, but I am not an impeccable cook yet. You know that my kids and I like to read. You know that I didn't like to read as a child. Like, you guys know a lot more about me than I feel like you would if I edited my videos, because when I caught myself going on those little rambles, I mean, I don't know, I'm just speculating because it's not something I've ever given much, like, thought to, but would I leave that stuff in? Like, and I'm thinking of a few examples off the top of my head right now where I was watching my own content back, and I was like, oh man, like, that was definitely not the thought that I introduced when I started going on a little bit of a rant. But that's where we went. So would I have edited that out? Would you guys have, you know, learned that tiny little tidbit about me, or would that have just been lost? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But I would like to think that I would still embrace the airhead and just have fun, because that's all we're trying to do here. We're just trying to have fun. We're trying to be around makeup, play with makeup, find others who like to do the same, and curb some spending, you know? Because I was watching Steph's video, maybe it was right before the weekend, because I got really sick this past weekend, where she was talking about her declutter regrets. And I am friends with quite a few Stephs in the community, so I will definitely try to remember to link her in the doobly-doo. But no promises. But Steph, you know who you are. She's talking about palette regrets, or product declutter regrets. And a lot of the things she talked about were palettes. She went through a couple life changes in her significant life events that inspired her to declutter her makeup collection. And while it felt like the right choice then, she's looking back, and when she sees people on here playing with those products nowadays, she's like, oh man, I had that, I wish I still did. Like, I'm happy that I decluttered them to somebody who she just did a full 360. Now she's back where she started. That's so funny. I love it. She's like, I love that the people who have them because they've given them so much more love than I would have. But if I felt then what I feel now, I would be more appreciative and like to have the products in my life now. And I've definitely felt that way. Like, I already see my collection growing faster than I will probably ever be able to get through it. And there is a part of me that gets stressed. I'm not gonna lie. I am like, you know, I'm watching other people pan stuff at a much quicker rate. I watch people consume at a much lower rate, and just have to be very realistic with myself about how that is the goal, but that's not where I'm at yet, and that's okay. And I'm allowed to hold on to things that I maybe don't use as frequently as I would like, because I know I'm going to want them, and I know I'm going to get use out of them and be happy when I use them, even if it's not as frequently as I would like. And that's okay. I can be realistic with myself about that. I am not a complete minimalist, and we always strive to be better. I'm going in with stand up. I wasn't expecting to use that, but this looks a lot warmer than I thought it was going to. Oh my goodness. Whenever I try to take these with my finger on the inner corner, it ends up super far down my face. This hit I actually really like this look though. I really think that the right call was made going in with Plumpataka. I have a pretty busy week with the kids this week. Today is like the only day where I'm not doing anything this week. We have lots planned. And so finding a tried and true, like, this is like a summer look. Like, this is pretty. I'll bring you guys closer when I'm done with my face, but I like this. This turned out really nice. I am going in with my Milk Hydra Grow Primer. I have been a certified hater of this. Excuse me. I've been hiccuping a lot the last week or so. I don't know why. Excuse me. But I put it on my face yesterday, and it didn't bother me. Once it set down, I was very unbothered by it, actually. You know, it's funny though. So I set all these products in projects, and I give them use goals, right? And then I feel like I just kind of like stop picking them up. Like, if I hit my goals too quick, it's almost like I feel like I cheated or it wasn't like organic. Because like some of my products in Panoply have like a 5-use goal. Not all of them have a 50-use goal, like Plumpataka. But it's like I'm scared to hit it too quickly because then it just doesn't feel like authentic. It doesn't feel, it just doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel, I don't know. That's probably nuts. So I set my Danessa Merrick's little primer doodad as my jail, which was my finish it goal. And if you guys think that I have reached towards even once since the 15th when I filmed that video, or it might have been the 12th. I think I'm updating on, so it might have been the 12th, and it's now the 23rd. If you think I've reached for it once, then you're giving me a lot more credit than I deserve, because girl, I haven't. But, you know, it's just, I think it's fun. The games are fun. I need to be at peace because I don't want to try to force myself to be a minimalist when I'm just not there yet. I hope to be. I'm not there yet. And then feel the need to repurchase all this stuff. I don't think I picked a face product for today. I don't want to, I feel like I'm adding just like an absurd amount of stuff to my face right now. But I'm trying to get in better habits of using like sunscreen because I know I should be doing that. I'm naughty. What can I say? I'm naughty and I don't do it and I need to. But yeah, like I like to have options. I like to have things, and it's okay. It's okay for me to feel this way. I am getting better. I am doing better. I used to save makeup, and I know that sounds crazy. I know it does. I used to do it, and I still like have the instinct to do it, but I can catch myself in that like train of thought and redirect and say, no, we are not saving makeup. We are loving makeup. We are appreciating makeup because either we're going to wear it and appreciate it that way, or we're going to appreciate it as we throw it in the garbage, and we don't want that. So we are going to appreciate it. And we're going in with our Say cream blush, or cream bronzer. I'm so proud of myself because I have not liked this product and I have gotten pretty respectable amount of use out of it. So I am go me. With that being said, I do want to stop spending so much money. So I don't think I've had the chance, especially this year, 2025, I've been real naughty. I have impulse bought more makeup this year than I think I literally ever have before. like, ever. And don't ask me why, I don't know why, but as a result of that, I don't feel like I've had the chance to properly test things the way I had wanted to. The thing I'm thinking about is my Say Beauty haul. I went there for one product, and they were doing a really good sale for Memorial Day. And so, of course, I had to hit the dollar amount for not only free shipping, but to get the free gifts as well, because it was just too good of a deal, right? And I did a video on here where it was my full face of first impressions for that haul, and girl, that haul was a total bust. I did not like the way that stuff looked on my face at all. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try to use this stuff with different combinations on my face and see if I can find a way to fall in love with all of the products, even if it's not using them together. I am actually really liking using this powder. I've never been a powder person, really. I mean, besides 2016, 2017, I used to bake, or I used to attempt to bake. I don't know if I've ever actually successfully done it, but certainly tried. But ever since then, I have not baked or used powder because I'm a dry skin girl. So putting powder on my face just feels like all the luminosity that I like my makeup to give me. I feel like the powder just kind of like strips it away, but I'm probably crazy. I'm probably like, that's one of those things where I'm like, oh man, my face looks so dry to the world. And the reality is when I just don't do it, I just look like an oily wet rat. Or Sean told me I should come up with a different animal rather than oily rat all the time, but I can't think of any other rodents because I feel like I look like a sopping chinchilla. Just doesn't give the same, you know? This is my repressed NARS blush. I learned a lesson yesterday, a very, very valuable lesson. I learned it on camera, in fact, where now that it's repressed, you are going to scare yourself immediately. Prior to repressing, I'm sure you guys saw from my other Get Ready With Me chats, I was like, oh, I was digging in there, and yeah, I learned my lesson about that. So, you know what my look actually reminds me of today? This look reminds me of the My Dream palette from Natasha Denona. I have had that palette on my radar for years. Oh, I'm using Say Rose Glow, my little mini illuminator. I have had that in and out of my cart. I can't even tell you how many times at this point. So many times. And every time I'm about to get it, because there have been a couple times Sephora had it for like 50% off, or it's like, you know, on Mercari for a really good deal or whatever, I always talk myself out of it because I'm like, really, I have those colors. I just don't have like the duochrome, multi-chrome shade, but I have everything else. I don't need it. It's just so beautiful to look at. And then what really almost got me was when Megan and the other staff started battle shipping with it, or Steph started using it as a battle ship. Megan was using a different palette, and I got to see it like every day, and I was like, oh man, it's so pretty. But I talked myself out of it. Right? We took it back. But this look, in a lot of ways, scratches that itch for me, especially the stand-up shade. It's a shimmer. That shade reminds me a lot of my favorite shade in the palette. I think I'm going to use my Kulfi lip oil in caramel. Lip staining, oh my goodness. Lips staining oil in caramel. But yeah, so I'm actually really glad that this look took the turn it did. It got me some good usage on some Project Pan items. It's gorgeous, and it helped me just really, really solidify that I do not need the Natasha Denona My Dream Palette, because the look that I wanted to create so desperately is this. So yeah, very fitting. It's going to be low 70s today. So we did a little bit of a warm tone with the Pretty Grunge plus Plum Pitaka, but I like it. Kulfi lip oils. Kulfi, like everything that they do, is pretty top notch. I don't have enough good things I can say about that brand. They are great. Whoa, you can see that envelope. That looks weird. I still am filming like this because Sean suggested it. I have pre-filmed quite a bit, but have not had the energy or time to upload the things I've pre-filmed, so I'm continuing to film this way until I actually watch that footage and see if I like it this way better. But we're going to assume that I do, and that it's not going to look ridiculous, and I'm not going to regret it. But thank you so much for spending part of your day with me today. I know that time is valuable, especially here during the summer months when we all, well, in America. Excuse me, I know it's not summer for everyone, but here in America, it's summer. But regardless, time is valuable. We don't have an unlimited amount of it to give to everyone and everything. So if you spent part of your day with me, I really appreciate it. And I would love for you to engage down in the comments, over in DMs, over on Instagram. I like to hear about, you know, what you guys are up to. I like to hear about what your thoughts are, what makeup you're loving, what makeup you're not loving, what you think about the makeup I used today. Do you have the same feelings about these things, or are your opinions totally different? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make friends. I'm here to make connections. I'm here to talk about makeup and just totally engulf this space in makeup love, makeup talk, all things makeup. So again, thank you for spending your day with me. Please, please, please do feel empowered to interact down in the doobly-doo. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.